working on getting this axle out. I'm gonna put a little bit of WD on there just to lube it up a little bit. Alright, now let's get this cotter pin off of here. Now I need to get a impact socket for that. She don't want to come up there. Alright, let's see if we can't pop this thing out. Alright guys, so the way I got that out was basically I just grabbed a hold of this, put a hand here, hand there, and I just kept pulling back and forth until it popped out of the rear end. And it's just a little snap ring holding it in. So, pretty easy. Now I gotta go over to the vise. We're gonna hold that in the vise and I'm gonna try to pound the spline out. Alright guys, I got that one off. Sorry, the battery died and I had to go get another one. And I was in the middle of working. I had it hot, so what I did was I picked it up. I held it sideways so that two of these ears were against these jaws. And then I hit it this way with the shaft going like that. And I was able to pop that off. Now, this is still frozen inside of the bearings. So this should be interesting. I want to try to get the shaft out without ruining the bearings. I don't want to overheat them. So I got them soaking. They were warm because I had to use heat on the other thing. But they are warm and I am going to try and pound those out right now. Let's see. Also, you see all that wetness on the ground there? That's all rusty water that was pouring out of this boot right here. So yeah, this is definitely what was making the noise. Alright guys, you see what that is? The ball bearings, the inner race did not come off. So, I gotta buy bearings. Fantastic. Alright, let's work on getting these out. I might as well buy both. Alright, well, first, I gotta get that snap ring out. And then we can knock those bearings out. So, snap ring. And now we should be able to get those bearings out. I'm going to use a drive pin, basically, try and knock them out, see what happens. Got this thing going all over the place here. As you can see, that bearing fell apart also. So these bearings were in rough shape. Alright, so what I have here is, let's get some light on it. The bearings have to come out this way, so they cannot go out that way because there's a wall there. And you can see I did do some damage on here and there from the vise. I'll file that down and make it look nice. Yeah, he's got to come out that way. I got to fix that too. Alright, these blocks of wood here will give us something to pound on and not damage the aluminum housing, but I need to find a socket that fits. Alright guys, I got an extension and the socket fits pretty good on that. Let's see if I can't push these out. Yeah, it's moving. Definitely moving. Guys can see right there, they're moving. Alright, sounds like something went. There it is, it's a double roller. And that's the race. And it's out. Grab my flash, my light here. You guys can see. And that is the race. Alright, I gotta get a new one of them bearings. So let's move on. Alright, I think we should at least slide this in now. So that's just a protective cover for shipping so that this doesn't get dented, and it just snaps in. There's a seal that goes on that, so let's just pop this in. The seal wasn't leaking from what I can see, so we're gonna be okay just to pop this in. So let's go pop this in. Let's just put a little bit of gear oil around that. There. Nice and clean. That's it. She's popped in. Alright guys, there it is, it's in. Shouldn't have any more rattling, and I got to load up the bearing. So alright guys, here's something that really bothers me about, I don't know, it just bothers me because it's not aesthetically pleasing. The steering wheel, when you're driving straight, should be right there, and if you look, the wheel's turned, right? So let's straighten the wheel out, and that is pretty much straight right there. And you can see what the steering wheel is. If we go on the other side, wheel is straight. So what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking that maybe I can take the steering wheel off and reposition it so it's straight. So I already took the little cover off of here, and I put a little bit of lubrication on that nut. Let me grab a socket and see if we can't straighten that wheel out. What a mess. Sand daubers, oh, dirt daubers, whatever you want to call it in there. Uh-oh. Don't want to lose all our washers. Actually, let's pull those off of there. Now. All right. Now, let's make sure the wheels are straight. Let's see. That looks straight right there. And I think what I want to do is put a little bit of red and tacky on here so that this doesn't rust up like everything else. I'll put the impact gun on low so we don't kill it. Should do. Now the steering wheel straight. Going to drive it straight, which makes me happy. All right, guys. Steering wheel's straight now, and the wheels are straight. At least I think they are. Anyway. I won't know until we drive it, but at least it's nice to know that you can fix the wheel so it doesn't look all cocked. And I think that wheel's straight. That looks straight. We're good. All right, well, I'm back, and I want to apologize for taking so long to get a video out. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been in the garage. I got the bearing back for the rear axle, and let's finish this thing up and move on to something else. So in the if you guys, I don't remember where I left off with videos anyways, this is the bearing. It fell apart while I was taking it out of the hub. So what we're going to do now is, I got the new bearing in the freezer. I'm going to heat this a little bit so hopefully it drops in. But first I need to clean it up because you can see it's pretty actually it's pretty smooth. It's just a little bit dirty. So I am going to clean that up with some Scotch-Brite and a simple green. And then we will install the bearing. So we're going to also, I'm going to clean up the snap ring and the hub a little bit because it was a little bit rusty in there. So I'm going to hit that with a wire brush and some simple green. And I'm going to grease this, and I'm going to grease the, actually I think I might put Never-Seez on the axle when I slide it into the bearing. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, that looks pretty good. We got a little bit of stuff here inside the snap ring groove, which we'll get out. All right, as you can see, it's nice and clean in there. And we're ready to install the bearing. Alright, she's hot. This bearing has been sitting in the freezer for about a week since I got home. Let's see if it drops in. There we go. Easiest way to install a bearing, folks. Now I'll pop the snap ring in. Yeah, and we can put the snap ring in while it's still hot. Doesn't really matter. Not gonna hurt anything. There it is. Alright. We are ready to go. This was really hard to get off. When I went to take it off, it was rusted on here. So I'm just gonna put some Never Seas on here. Not gonna hurt anything. Hopefully, if this has to come off at some point, it'll be easier to get off. That should do it. And you want to clean this stuff off your fingers because you'll end up looking like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz if you don't. Alright, let's slide this guy on. It's still not hot, is it? Oh, it's still pretty hot. Still pretty hot. Alright, we're gonna put a bolt in. These bolts are the same size. They are. I'll do that just to get it started. Because she is still really hot. There we go. That's one. Now let's see if we can kind of get this to slide through. I think I might actually put some Never Seas on these too, just because we just don't want it to rust up. Alright, there's that one. Let's redo the top. Let's do the top one too. Now what we got to do is install the hub, and I want to grease these splines up really good. I'm going to use some Lucas Red and Tacky on this, and I'm going to grease inside of here. Make sure we get plenty in there, because this was pretty hard to get off the splines as well. And this grease right here sticks really well, won't fling off, and water will not penetrate it. Alright, let's slide this on now. And we're going to use the brand new cotter pin right there. Hold it. And we got some issues here with this. Huh. All right, the axle is done, but I don't know if you guys can see right here, if you're looking at the shock down here, that's no bueno. So I think we need to take that off. I'm thinking there should be some type of a bushing in there. Should be something in there. They shouldn't be rattling around like that. I wouldn't think those are supposed to be rattling around like that. It looks like there is supposed to be something on there. Both sides. That is a rattle trap. Take this one off too, because that's loose as well. Alright, passenger side, I took the shock off. Same deal on this side here. I don't know if there was rubber bushings in there. I'll have to look at the exploded view online of what this rear suspension is all about. I don't know if there was bushings in there. Maybe there was. I don't know. Let's go over the other side. And this side's off as well. So what I did was I went in my stash, and I have a bunch of these plastic bushings here. And I'm going to be honest with you, they came with a brand new wheelbarrow wheel that I bought from my my tow behind dump trailer that I do my yard work with. And they were just left over. And the funny thing is, there's actually a shorter one here. Funny thing is that, as you guys can see, it's a perfect fit. The only problem is that they don't fit on here. So what I need to do is I need to make this internal hole bigger. And I'm gonna have to do that on a lathe. I don't have a lathe here, but I do have access to one. And I'll bring all these over there and bore them out, and we'll install them, and it'll take the rattle out of the shocks. Of course, that's going to be for another video, because I've gone as far as I can go on this. And we need to replace the brake pads. That's going to be in a future video. I need to address the front suspension. I need to fix that A-arm, and I'm going to replace all the bushings also in a future video. But this video is done. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know below if you did or you didn't, or don't, whatever you guys want to do. Hopefully you get back on once a week, posting a video every Sunday. That's the plan. And as of right now, I'm going to try to stick to it. Vacations are over. We were out in Vegas for a while. We also did some ATV, and I didn't video any of it. I've already done videos of ride videos and stuff out west in the desert, and they didn't seem to do very well. Not a lot of people watch them, so I'm not even going to bother. Anyways, we had a great time. We're back. We're going to get back on this ATV. I already have it sold, by the way, to somebody that I work with who bought a bunch of land up in Maine, and they are going to use it on their property. And I just need to get it done so that they can take it back to Maine. Anyways, thanks for watching, and there's a lot more to come on this, probably 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 more videos. I don't know. We'll see. Every time I take something apart, I notice there's something else wrong. So I'm fixing everything because it is a friend of mine, and I want them to have a nice machine. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more on this Hummer H1 650 Artic Prowler.